Hello, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Maya, and on this video I'm going to be talking about all the books that I am currently reading or that I need to finish. This might be a long video, I'm not sure, but I do have quite a pile going here, so oh my gosh, look at that. Okay. Yeah, it's quite a big pile. Anyway, I love books. I love the smell of books. I love to flip through the pages and just like smell it and feel it. It's just such a nice experience to be around books and to read them. Anyway, so if you also struggle with finishing books, you're not alone. I think that a lot of us do have trouble finishing our books. So the reason that I wanted to make this video is to hopefully inspire some of you guys to finish your books and to also help me finish mine. I think reading is very important, and it can be very exciting, and yeah, it can be very fun to read books. I'm going to start with the ones that I am almost finished with, and then go down to the ones that I have only got like 30 pages in. I'm going to start with this one. It's called I'm with the Band by Pamela Des Barres, and actually I met her twice. She did a writing workshop in my town, and I went to that, and it was incredible. I love her. She's so sweet and down to earth, you know. And I've been trying to finish this book for about 3 years now, and like almost done with it. I have like about 60 pages left, so I'm hoping to finish this very soon. The problem that I'm having with this one is the fact that her writing style is very like fast. She does a lot of like diary excerpts. It's just a little bit hard to follow. It's very well written. You know, she's a very excellent writer. Other than that, it's incredible. I would definitely recommend getting into this book if you like to read about like rock history from the 60s and 70s and all the way into the 80s. You know, this woman, she was hanging out with the big stars like Frank Zappa and Led Zeppelin. It's so awesome to read about. Incredible. Okay, next I have Anne of Green Gables. I love this book. It's beautiful. It's just such a good story. I watched the show on Netflix about 2 months ago, you know, in October. I loved it to pieces. I watched it twice. It's just so beautiful. It's about this orphan girl who gets adopted by a farm owner in Canada in like the late 1800s, and she's just such a character, you know. She's very lovable and free-spirited and loving, just amazing. And the writing is incredible. I have flagged many pages on this book because the writing is impeccable. Let me read you a little bit. Like, wow! That's a really good sentence. It says, Marilla was not to be drawn from the safe concrete into dubious paths of of the abstract. Isn't that incredible? That's such a good sentence. Anyway, so yeah, I'm almost done with this one as well. As you can see, I have a little bit under 100 pages, and that's not a lot for me for this book, because this book is like 427 pages, so it's quite a thick book, but I love it, I love it. Anyway, okay, next item is this book. This is not like a fiction or non-fiction book, it's a book of poetry. This book came out pretty recently. It was from 2023. He started this book as a podcast, I believe, and then he started to compile his favorite poetry from the last couple of years, you know, and some of these are really amazing. Like, they're written by acclaimed poets, and I love poetry. It's okay if you don't, you know, poetry's not for everybody. It's kind of like an acquired taste. The only problem with this book that I have is that some of the poems are not very connected to my lifestyle, and that's totally fine, you know. It's not like poetry has to be like a relatable thing for you to like it, or for you to get something from it. For me, I didn't find some of those poems that interesting because I didn't really connect with those experiences. But that doesn't mean that just because you don't connect with a person's experience, that doesn't mean that you can't like have fun with it and like enjoy it. And I like to also tab this one so I can go back and to read the one that I kind of favorited. Yeah, and then I also like underlined a few lines in this book, like this one line. I cough up daylight. Cool. I love that line. But I would definitely recommend this book just because it is kind of exactly how it's titled, you know, 50 pounds to open your world. It really does open up your horizons and your perspective on life experiences. Okay, so the next one that I have is Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. Like, sometimes I can either get super invested in a book and like read almost the whole thing, but then stop almost to the end, but not quite. Or it's like the opposite, where like I get kind of invested in it, but then like stop like 30-40 pages in, and then it's like I don't go back to it for a long time. Anyway, this book is pretty good so far. I know that David Goggins is like a little bit controversial. I'm not really sure why, because I find him very inspiring, you know, just hardcore, like, but I guess I can see why people think that's controversial. Speaking of people who have done incredible things and really impacted a lot of people, this is Surely Joking, Mr. Feynman, by Richard Feynman. He was a physics professor in the 50s and 60s. I have always been interested in physics and people who are passionate about physics just like me, because I love to learn about how the world works and how we are put together from small particles, and this book is really cute. I love it so far. It's kind of like his first part in life and like talking about his experiences from whenever he was a kid up until whenever he started to teach. So just like I said, I've only gotten about 40 pages into this book, but so far it is so funny and inspiring, and for me this book really so far has taught me to just like experiment with things and to learn how things work and to learn how things are put together, because that's what it's all about. Okay, next is another science type of a book called Astrophysics for People in Earth. I love to learn about space, and I love to learn about all of the planets outside of our solar system. Now, I started this book actually within the last few weeks, and I haven't finished it, but I'm now about 65 pages in, so that's not bad. It's a pretty small book, you know. Yeah, it's about 200 pages, but so far it's pretty fascinating because eventually I would love to get into more heavy topics on physics and space, you know, like quantum physics, you know. Okay, next is an awesome 8 famous book that I've been wanting to read for a long time also. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Yeah. Okay. This book is absolutely insane. It's basically based on a true story, kind of, about Hunter S. Thompson and all of his road trips, and basically his acid-induced escapades through the West. The book is very funny. It's crazy how much happens in this short book. Okay. Oh, that was all the books that I really to finish. It was quite a long list, huh? So, yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys next time. I would love to do a video about the books that I'm going to be reading, hopefully in 2025. So I would love to look out for that, and just, yeah. I'll catch you guys next time. Cheers.